Hello everybody. Today we are going to see about management functions and organizational process mmpc001 July 2024 question paper. This is the part 1 of the question paper. The first question is briefly describe and discuss different roles of manager has to perform in an organization and the dynamics involved with reference to the present day context. So we have two aspects in this question. One is describe and discuss different roles of manager. The second one is you have to relate it to the present day context. So here we all know that manager is one of the main key players in the organization for the success of the organization. Capable managers use their leadership to steer the organization towards the objectives. Here the first role can be aligning individual performance with organizational goals. Or this means aligning the individual performance here means of an individual, of an employee with the organizational goals. The synergy between individual performance and organizational goals represent a crucial aspect of effective management. Through meticulously designed performance metrics and feedback systems, managers can align employee objectives with the overarching mission of the organization. Managers adeptly use tools and strategies to foster a connection between individual efforts and collective outcome. The second point is driving innovation and change. This is one of the crucial roles of the manager. Innovation is the lifeblood of competitive advantage in the modern marketplace. Managers play a crucial role in nurturing an environment where new ideas flourish and change is not feared but embraced. Leading change in initiatives require overcoming inherent resistance, which often springs from a fear of the unknown. Managers that succeed in this endeavor are skilled communicators and empathetic leaders. They should be able to rally the workforce behind new directions and reassure them through the uncertain tides of change. They should be the pillar for the employees to adapt the change. The employee should not resist from the change and they should embrace it. So they have to, the manager has to be a pillar and support the employees to adapt the change. This is the meaning of this particular point. The next one is ethics, social responsibility, and community engagement. So the role of the manager is not only for the organization, it is beyond the organization. That is what this point is going to drive. The point is the importance of ethical leadership echoes beyond the walls of an organization, reflecting on community and societal perceptions. Ethical managers establish trust, credibility, and a social reputation for their organization. So, by contributing to the society, the overall organization growth also improves, as well as the ability of the manager also improves. That is what this point is driving. By espousing ethical standards and placing a premium on social responsibility, managers efficiently advocate for a mode of operation that values long term success and sustainability over short term gain. This approach not only benefits the community but also garners customers' trust and loyalty, which are indispensable assets for any thriving organization. The next point is crisis management and resilience building. When crises occur, these managers demonstrate calmness, clarity of thought, and decisive action, thus navigating through these storms with minimal damage. Here, we have to understand that manager has to be an efficient person in managing crisis. This beyond managing crisis, the manager's role also encompasses building resilience within the organization. This attribute enables team to recover from setbacks and emerge stronger. These preparations turn potential disaster into learning opportunities and foster robust organizational culture capable of withstanding adversities. So the organization should be well qualified enough to adapt to changes, foresee. So the manager has to foresee such crisis and help the employees adapt to the changes. So that will be the roles of managers. The next question is describe and discuss approaches to organizing and analyzing work and their relevance with examples. So this question is more of a theory based. You have to understand all the different approaches that have been used for organizing and analyzing work. So the first one is the ancient approach. Ancient approach starts very long back itself. So that is what the ancient approach says. That is, it goes up to the ancient Egyptians, Chinese, all these people who built pyramids, Great Wall of China. So all these people use different techniques to organize and analyze work. The Chinese philosopher Mencius wrote about the concept and the advantages of division of labor. So, in the ancient approach, they had given importance to division of labor. Records reveal that the ancient Greeks understood the advantages of and practiced uniform work methods. They also employed work songs to develop a rhythm in order to achieve a smooth, less fatiguing tempo and to improve productivity. The next approach is the approach during the Industrial Revolution period. Industrial Revolution period is the period where lots of machines were invented. So that period we are going to see now. The momentum of sorry, the momentum of industrial revolution was initiated in the 17th century. Agriculture methods had improved in Europe. Technical advances were also being made. Most notable in textile manufacturing in the 18th century with the invention of Hargreaves spinning jenny, Arkwright's water frame, and Crompton's mule. The steam engine, first developed in 1698 by Thomas Savery, was harnessed by James Watt. These factors, technological developments, expanding trades and markets, growing population, created opportunities for merchants and entrepreneurs to invest in new factories. This was the beginning of the Industrial Revolution. All these necessitated the improvement in work methods, quality, and productivity of workers. As a result, the management function of control, planning, and coordination were required with great strength. The next is the scientific management approach. Frederick W. Taylor is known as the father of scientific management and modern industrial engineering. By experimenting with different designs of shovel for use with different materials like rice, coal to ore, he was able to design shovels that would permit the workers to shovel for the whole day. In doing so, he reduced the number of people shoveling at the Bethlehem Steel Works from 500 to 140. This work and his studies on the handling of pig iron greatly contributed to the analysis of work design and gave rise to method study. Taylor's impact has been so great because he developed a concept of work design, work measurement, production control, and other functions that completely changed the nature of the industry. Next is Fordism. In the early 20th century, Henry Ford dramatically established the concept of relative surplus value by doing what at that time was considered impossible. He paid the workers 4 or 5 times the going rate, yet still made a huge profit. By vastly increasing the production of relative surplus value through the use of assembly line, coupled with F.W. Taylor's scientific management of the work process, he was able to vastly improve the production of his plants. Ford brought into existence the concept of mass worker, whereas before the capitalists had relied largely on skilled workers to manage the production process. The mass worker was a new type. Human relations approach. The next one is the human relations approach. Human relations approach arose almost as a direct result of the harshness imposed by the supervisors who extensively used the scientific management principles. It concerned more on the impact of employee social and psychological needs on productivity. Mayo's recommendation reflected these findings What are those? First one is managers must not ignore the informal organization but ensure its norms are in harmony with the organizational goals. Man is basically motivated by social needs, not economic ones. In order to influence the behavior of individual managers, must focus on work group rather than individuals. Effective supervisors are those who satisfy subordinates' social needs. Next is the socio-technical system approach. The socio-technical system approach to work redesign tasks in manner that jointly optimizes the social and the technical efficiency of work. Today's trend towards the lean and flat organization, work teams, and an empowered workforce are logical extensions of the socio-technical philosophy of work design. The last one is the modern approach. What is modern approach? It is an evolved approach. We have seen so many approaches till now. This is the evolved approach. It has taken points from all the above mentioned approaches. Evolved from earlier views and represents modification based on research and experience. Here they have told that Goldthorpe, for example, was to find that some employees, although they disliked the work which involved repetitive tasks in their Coventry car assembly plant, would put up with them for the money rather than move to some more interesting jobs and lower wages in plants nearby. Experiments at Philips at Eindhoven demonstrated that although output initially mounted after enlarging the jobs in radio assembly, workers were unhappy with their new jobs and responsibilities, and many left. So, what they found here is there was no single best way. We have to adopt multiple approaches to get the result. That is what the modern approach says. So, the next question is what is staffing? Discuss its importance. Describe and discuss various sources of recruitment and their advantages and disadvantages. Staffing refers to the process of recruiting, selecting, training, and developing employees to fill various roles within an organization. The importance of staffing function stems from its relationship with other functions. Without people or personnel, organizations are empty entities which cannot move a bit in the achievement of their objectives. An organization which is in the position to hire, retain, and develop the right quality of people will be in the position to take full advantage of opportunities to grow and for verification. An organization is strong to the extent that its members are strong in their abilities, skills, and efforts to do things and to get things done. Indeed, human resources of an organization are its most valuable assets and give it a distinct advantage over the other organizations. Here are the sources of recruitment. There are basically two sources, which is internal and external. So internal source refers to persons who are already working in the organization. You can use them whenever there is a vacancy arises, someone from within the organization is upgraded. That is, you can give promotion, transferred, promoted, or even demoted. They can also be retrenched employees, retired employees, dependent of deceased employees. So here is the merits and demerits of internal sources of recruitment. Merits, demerits. The merit is economical, suitable, reliable, satisfying. And the demerits are limited choice, inbreeding, inefficiency, bone of contention. So, in first point is the cost of recruiting internal candidates is very minimal. Whereas the demerits, we can say that the organization is forced to select candidates from a limited pool. It may have to sacrifice quality and settle down with less qualified candidates. Next is suitable. The organization can pick the right candidates having the requisite skills. The candidates can choose a right vacancy where their talents may be utilized. Demerits can be it discourages entry of talented people. New talent people with new talent cannot fit into the organization because of internal recruitment. Existing employees may fail to explore innovative ways and ingest necessary dynamics to enterprise activities. Next merit would be the organization has the knowledge about sustainability of a candidate for a position. This supports the saying, known devil are better than unknown angels. The demerit could be promotion based on length of service rather than the merit may prove to be a blessing for inefficient candidates. They do not work hard and prove they do not have to work hard and prove their worth. The next is satisfying. A policy of preferring people from within offers regular promotional avenues for employees. It motivates them to work hard and earn promotions. They will work with loyalty, commitment, and enthusiasm. Demerit could be recruitment from within may lead to infighting among employees aspiring for limited, higher level positions in the organization. As years roll by, the race for the premium position may end up in a bitter race. Next is the external sources. What are the external sources? Employees working in other organization, job aspirants registered with employment exchanges, students from reputed educational institutions, candidates referred by unions, friends, relatives, and existing employees, candidates forwarded by search firms and contractors, candidates responding to advertisements, unsolicited applications or walk-ins. Again, merits and demerits. So first we'll see the merits, then we'll go to the demerits. Merits: select candidates from a large pool. They have a very large option of candidates and they can select from them. Next is people with special skills and knowledge could be hired to stir up the existing employees and pave way to innovative ways of working. So rather than choosing from the internal pool of employees, once you venture out and recruit from outside, there will be a competition to the existing employees because they may bring in new special skills. So in that way, the employees who are with us will get motivated to work hard to prove themselves. Next merit is it helps in motivating internal employees to work hard and compete with the external, what we discussed earlier, external candidates while seeking career growth. Such a competitive atmosphere would help an employee to work to the best of his abilities. The next one is talented people could join the ranks, new ideas could find meaningful expression. A competitive atmosphere would compel people to give out their best and earn rewards. So the demerits: hiring cost could go up, which is very obvious. Next, time consuming. It takes time to advertise, screen, test, and select employees. Next, disadvantages: existing employees who have put in considerable service may resist the process of filling of vacancies from outside. The last demerit is there is no guarantee that the organization will ultimately be able to hire the service of suitable candidates. The one who you have selected may not be the right candidate. That you will realize only after the person has joined. It may end up hiring someone who does not fit and who may not be able to adjust to the new setup. So this is the part 1. I will soon upload the part 2. Thank you.